what can derail their season completely is Steve Nash. Steve Nash is the Achilles heel to this team. Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Today we're going to talk about those Brooklyn Nets and KD's comments. All right, he was in a press conference at the practice, I think, and he said that his injury derailed their season. His injury. All right. So now I agree. A lot of people say that Kyrie not being vaccinated derailed their season, and him not playing home games did that. That has something to do with it, of course, obviously, because you're missing your second best player in every home game. But the true thing that derailed their season was KD getting hurt. Because even with if KD was fully healthy the whole season, they would be a top 2 seed right now. And a lot of people wouldn't be making a big deal out of Kyrie's situation. We're only making a big deal out of Kyrie's situation because KD got hurt and they went through a slump, and Kyrie only played minimum games. All right, because once they were winning, they started rolling without Kyrie, then people still would have talked, obviously, but it wouldn't be as heavy as it is now. So KD missed 27 games in the middle of the season, which is 1/3 of the season. All right. With KD, the Nets are 32-19 with KD, which is a 62% percentage. I did this video recently, and they have they have lost 3 games since the video. All right. So, but 62.7% win percentage, which is higher than Boston's win percentage right now, which will put them at the 2nd seed. But then you look at their record without KD, which is 8-19. That's a 29% winning percentage, which is tied with Detroit Pistons. Which will make the Nets the 2nd worst team in the NBA behind Orlando Magic. So I'm not tripping. You look at the Bucks without Giannis, they're 6-8. The Sixers without Embiid, they're 5-8. The Celtics without Tatum, 2-3. So without your stars, you're gonna lose games. But KD was gone for 27 games. So imagine if Giannis was gone for 27 games. Imagine if Joel Embiid was gone for 27 games. Right now, I do think that these teams can win more games without their star because their second best player could play all the games. Kyrie wasn't there most of the time when Kevin Durant was gone. So a lot of times it was a Kevin Durant and Kyrie-less team going out there on the court. All right. So I'm not going to trip, but what can derail their season completely is Steve Nash. Steve Nash is the Achilles heel to this team. All right. I try to, give him the benefit of the doubt. I believe he improved in some areas as a coach. In some situations I see that it was coaching that had something to do with it. But then there's a whole lot of other situations where I'm thinking like, if they just had a regular coach who knows the, I'm not gonna say you don't know the X's and O's, but I feel like he overuses KD and overuses Kyrie. Right now, I think that if the Nets do not make noise in the playoffs this year, if they don't come out the East, right? Because they supposed to come out the East. If they don't come out the East, they should get rid of Steve Nash and go get Mark Jackson. I think Mark Jackson would be a perfect fit for this team, but that probably won't happen. So since Kyrie was able to play home games, the Nets are 1-3. That's why they're struggling. All right. For some reason, Kyrie, I don't know if it's over excitement. I mean, he hasn't found a rhythm ever since he's been a full-time player. I mean, you look at his last 4 games. Since they last 4 games, he lost to the Hornets, they lost to the Bucks, lost to the Hawks, and they also beat Detroit. He shot 27%. Right, that's against the Charlotte Hornets, and he also shot 11% from 3. So he shot 27%, 38%, 40%, 37.5%. That's the reason why the Nets are struggling now. Kyrie's shooting percentage went down drastically. All right, his 3-point percentage is still good, but as far as his field goal percentage, he's not shooting well from the field, and that's ever since the mandate. They're 1-3 since the mandate been lifted. So that's why they're struggling right now. But I still think they're the best team in the East. I'm still picking the Nets to come out the East. All right. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to get through a game 7 because these are regular season games. You don't have time to prepare, blah, 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 blah. But when you get to the playoffs, talent prevails. right? Also, coaching does too. But when you have talent, right, with IQ on all those talented players, because KD is a smart player, they're going to overcome any other team in the East and beat them. That's including Milwaukee, in my opinion. That's including Miami, Boston, all those teams. I think the Nets are going to go through the East without going through a game 7. That's my opinion. All right. So these last 4 games they have is an opportunity for them to create more continuity and all that stuff. They got the Rockets, the Knicks, the Cavs, and the Pacers. The Cavs, I know they're a playoff team, but they've been sliding ever since Jared Allen got hurt, right? And then Evan Mobley missed a couple of games. So they've been sliding. Darius Garland been balling, looking like an all-star, which he is. But the Nets could use these 4 games to create some rhythm going to the playoffs. Because that's what happened last year. Last year, they lost 4 games in a row. They lost to the Bucks twice. They lost to the Mavs, and they lost to another team. I can't remember. And then the last 4 games of the season, after that 4-game losing streak, they won 4 games in a row and then end up beating Boston 4-1, end up being up with the up to the Bucks 3-2 without Kyrie. So I got the feeling they're gonna win in these next 4 games, and they're gonna create some momentum going to the play-in. They're gonna knock that play-in out the park. And nobody wants to see the Nets in the first round. I'm telling y'all. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see y'all next episode. Hey, thank you for staying to the end. So before we end this video, we have a competition coming out. It's called 5 Jersey Giveaway. So basically, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. All right. And we need your help to get to 1,000 subscribers. And we're trying to get that milestone done by June 21st, 2022, which is my birthday. So the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then what I want you guys to do on the comment section of the video, type in hashtag giveaway. And then when you type in hashtag giveaway, you enter the competition. And then when we hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, I will be sending 5 jerseys to 5 people on June 21st, 2022, a jersey of your choice. So help us get to 1,000. Share this video with somebody, get them to subscribe. And guess what, guys? We'll see you on the next episode.